So Bloxburg just got sold for $100 million. And before everyone starts freaking out, Welcome to Bloxburg is not going anywhere. Neither is Coeptus. TikTok has a thing of like blowing things out of proportion and making things a bigger deal than it actually is. Like at first I even was freaked out as like a Bloxburg content creator. I was on TikTok scrolling. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? Is Bloxburg getting deleted? I'm like, what? So obviously I researched a lot. So I'm here to tell you Bloxburg is not going anywhere. Coeptus is not going anywhere. And I'm just going to shed some light into what's actually happening. So firstly, before this video starts, Coeptus actually hasn't released any statements yet. So everything I'm about to say and the photos that I'm about to show you obviously aren't 100% accurate, but they're 99% accurate. So this all started from like this tweet from Evan Bear. He said that Welcome to Bloxburg was acquired by a company known as Embracer, and they own games like Tomb Raider and Borderlands. And allegedly it was acquired for upwards of $100 million. However, this isn't the actual price. And in 2021-2022, Bloxburg actually made 37 million USD, which is a lot of money. So to summarize this, a company called Embracer, who owns games like Tomb Raider and Borderlands, has apparently bought Bloxburg for $100 million. And this is estimated. There's no actual 100% certainty that that's the exact amount. But a lot of people are panicking, saying Coeptus is no longer going to be the owner and that Bloxburg will drastically change and like get deleted, and like worst case scenarios, like it's going to turn into like Adopt Me or like Brookhaven, like it's going to become free. I don't know, I don't even know where people are getting these accusations from, but I was scrolling on TikTok and everyone's like, oh my God, it's going to become free, the maps change. I'm like, girl, where are you getting this information from? Because it's definitely not true at all. But I can see why people are freaked out, obviously. And before I actually get into the evidence, a company that bought a game for $100 million will not do anything to potentially lose those players. Like, think about it. If a company buys a game for $100 million, that's a lot of money. If a company buys a game for that much money, why would they do something to potentially lose their clients? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, if anything, this would be a good thing. Like, they're gonna make things better. So as I was doing some research, trying to gather as much information as possible, I found this tweet which explains a whole nother side to the story, and I'm gonna try my best to explain this to you guys, and it'll make sense once I'm done. And I honestly don't see that many people talking about this tweet. I don't think many people have shed light on it, but I will get into it. So instead of using the actual names of the companies, because I don't want to get in trouble, I'm going to be calling the company that allegedly bought Bloxburg, which is Embracer. I'm going to call them Company Slay. So Embracer is going to be called Company Slay. And then there's another company in the story which is called Precise Innovations, and I'm going to be calling them Company Stink. And I'm going to be just calling Coeptus. So remember these names. So the company that bought Bloxburg is going to be called Company Slay, and the other company will be called Company Stink. You will get the hang of it. In this tweet, I'm pretty much going to summarize like what's going on. So pretty much last year, which was March 24th, 2021, an organization which is the company called Company Stink filed for the trademark Welcome to Bloxburg. And pretty much trademark is when companies and people can technically own a phrase or a name. For example, you can't start a business called Walmart because there's already an existing Walmart, and you could get into like a lot of trouble from the company because they trademark that name. Anyway, Company Stink trademarked the name Welcome to Bloxburg. Then this year, Coeptus and his team decided that they wanted to trademark that name because, well, they own the game. And when they tried to do it, it was rejected because Company Stink already trademarked the name Welcome to Bloxburg. So then Coeptus had to file a letter of process, meaning that he pretty much was saying, yo, this isn't right, this is my name, I own it. But it was difficult because Company Stink already trademarked this name last year, even though they don't own it. So Coeptus sent a letter to the president of Company Stink, letting them know that the game is his and that he owns the rights to the trademark. And apparently, here's where the real tea starts. Company Stink allegedly used like fraudulent images of Bloxburg, which is Coeptus's game, to get his trademark. So in the letter that Coeptus sent to the president of Company Stink, he demanded that the company fixes all of this and gives him the trademark back. But the company was like, no, you should have done it beforehand. And then they said it would have cost Coeptus $1.5 million if he wanted the trademark to the name. that he owns. So Coeptus and his team had to like argue back saying, yo, you used images of my game and you don't own it. So to summarize this whole thing, the company called Company Stink trademarked the name Welcome to Bloxburg in March of 2021. And when Coeptus wanted to trademark the name Welcome to Bloxburg, he practically couldn't. And if Coeptus wanted the name Welcome to Bloxburg, he would have to pay $1.5 million for it, which doesn't make sense because it's his game. Anyway, this all happened earlier this year when the other images that you might have seen started popping up. So now getting into the company that I apparently bought Bloxburg, aka Company Slay. So pretty much there's a bunch of photos going around which looked like screenshots from like a contract, and people didn't know what to think of it. And there was this one screenshot in particular that highlighted some like demands, and people were thinking that Company Slay that allegedly bought Bloxburg was saying all these things to Coeptus, like you can't ever be involved in anything related to Bloxburg, or you can't help with the game, which isn't true at all. And again, it's just people blowing things out of proportion. So these screenshots were actually Company Slay talking to Company Stink, saying you can't have anything to do with Bloxburg, and pretty much helping Coeptus get his trademark back. So I know it's pretty confusing, but in this screenshot, people were thinking that the company that bought Bloxburg was saying these demands to Coeptus, when that wasn't true at all. Company Slay was actually helping Coeptus, if that makes sense. So yeah, if you read this screenshot like really carefully, you can see that Company Slay was talking to Company Stink, the one who took the trademark. So Coeptus isn't even involved in this letter like at all, so I don't even know how his name got brought up in this. So now Company Slay has taken over and owns the trademark Welcome to Bloxburg. So technically they do own Bloxburg, but my theory is that like Coeptus made a deal with the Company Slay, and maybe in this deal Company Slay is helping Coeptus get the trademark back from Company Stink, but in return Company Slay owns Bloxburg now. This is getting confusing. Why do I call them Company Slay and Company Stink? Why can't I call them something like completely different? So I was scrolling on TikTok and everyone's like, yeah, Coeptus doesn't work in the game at all and he's not even a developer. So I don't know, I don't even know where they got that information from, but it's not true. So Coeptus still works on Bloxburg and he's still the main developer of the game. But the only difference is that Coeptus and Company Slay now have a deal, meaning that Company Slay owns Bloxburg now, which is normal because like usually big games that get a lot of recognition usually get bought from a bigger company. So it's not like uncommon, which ultimately helps the developer, and now he has a bigger team with more developers and like more people working on the game, which ultimately benefits the game, meaning more like frequent uploads, like different things added to the map. There was this other tweet as well, I'm not sure how accurate this is, but it pretty much said that the company that bought Bloxburg recently said that in a job listing, we will quote unquote expand and refine the backdrops and props that serve like the role playing and the life simulation, meaning we will be creating furniture, house building parts, vehicles, picnics, areas, and even little towns. So I don't know how accurate that is, but that was apparently a announcement from like the new developers and what they're going to be adding. And they also said, furthermore, the creation of fun and engaging mini games along with refinement of the core elements of the game, such as real life job simulations and the house editor, will keep us occupied for the foreseeable future. Again, I don't know how accurate these screenshots are, but that's like a little insight of like what they're going to be adding. I don't think it's going to be anything bad, and I don't think the game's going to be turned into like a free game, because most of the revenue they get is from people actually purchasing the game, so it doesn't make any sense for them to make it free. Honestly, my personal opinion is I actually honestly think this is a good thing that's happening, because I mean the map that we have now has been like that for years, and this is like it's like a new opportunity to like have Bloxburg be updated and see different things, which is so cool. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of excited that Bloxburg has like new developers, like a potential new map, but a lot of people are scared that they're gonna have like weird trading things, like weird pets and that from Adopt.me. I don't think that's what they're gonna do, but something cool they could potentially add is a school or like bigger servers. So instead of 12 people, it's like 24 or something. I feel like that would be really cool. I asked some of you guys what you think could potentially happen in the future on my Discord server, and you guys came up with some pretty cool ideas that I really like different servers, so like different category servers. So like one server could be for like role playing, and then like the other server could be solely for like builders and that. and then another server for like just people who like want to work. I feel like the thing we're most excited about is like the map update and making it like more modern, adding like more architecture to like the map as well. I feel like that'd be really cool. And someone from my Discord server said they would like to see like a gallery from like The Sims. So if you don't know what that is, pretty much people in The Sims could upload their builds into like a gallery, and other people who play The Sims could purchase their builds and like put it on their plot. I feel like that'd be cool, but I don't know if that's too much like The Sims or not. But yeah, I feel like that would be like a cool concept to think about. But yeah, obviously I want to say that none of this is 100% confirmed yet. It's just a lot of people are blowing this out of proportion, and lots of like content creators are just like freaking out the audience, saying like Bloxburg's gonna be like deleted, Coeptus is like dying. I'm like, whoa, chill out. Where did you get this information from? I'm not gonna lie, I freaked out a little bit at first. I'm like, excuse me? As like a Bloxburg content creator, I think this is so cool, and like lots of new opportunities can arise from this. And I mean, side note, Coeptus is kind of like a millionaire. But yeah, I think people are just like scaring the community for no reason. But yeah, I thought I'd just give some insight into what's going on. Obviously, I get why people are so scared, but honestly, think of it as a good thing. I mean, at least there's more developers working on the game now. There's so many good things to like come out of this, so I wouldn't freak out too much if I were you. But yeah, guys, what are your theories about what's going to be happening in the future? Definitely like comment them and let me know. Make sure you are subscribed so I can let you know everything that's going on and just update you guys as well. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. Make sure to like comment your theories and I'll try to get back to most of you.